Yo, what is going on, guys? Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. So I want to make sure that this news was realistic and it was true. So it looks like Britton Covey did tear some ligaments in his thumb, unfortunately. It's a big loss. I mean, special teams wise, I'm worried a little bit because not only did we not look good on special teams, we're running out of players to put at these skill positions at punt return and kick return. We're running out of players, guys. Like Greg Ward's hurt, Hightower's hurt, now Covey's hurt. Devon Allen was like they didn't even put him on special teams, period. So and Rager got most of Rager's the only other player that they've got most on punt returns, not kick returns. So I mean, really, Covey had the 25-yarder, and that was really it. I think it was on a kick return on the I think it was the kick return on the 25-yarder, but that was it. I mean, it's not really impressing me. The Eagles haven't had good special teams since 2015. Since Darren Sproles, since Josh Huff, if you want to go back a little. I'm not a fan. I mean, I think the Eagles need to go watch the waiver wire. I think once the teams start doing the roster cuts, they need to find somebody on this waiver wire. Like, the Eagles gave it a shot with Covey. He's probably going to be out for a while. They'll probably put him on IR most likely. We're running out. I mean, Covey tried for special teams. I mean, not Covey. Hightower and Greg Ward have tried for, and both have tried for special teams. Both those guys are hurt right now. So I'm running out of options like what we're doing here. I don't know what's going to happen. Rager took took a good amount of punt returns, and he looked absolutely horrible. The guy looks hesitant. He doesn't look like he's taking a step forward. Special teams wise, I mean, he caught a couple good passes being a receiver, but I mean, I can't even say he had a great day, but what was given, it was an okay day. It was an average okay day for Rager, but for the special teams, he was just trying to sidestep. He gets a punt return and he sidesteps all the time. Always sidesteps, hesitant. Can't even get 2 yards on a punt return. I mean, it was really that bad. I don't know. I mean, they're going to have to look at guys coming off the waiver wire. That's all I can really think of when it comes to special teams. Covey being out and everybody else being out. They're running out of players. They got to get somebody. The scouts or the front office has to look at all these other preseason games, pick out some guys that have done good on special teams for some of these preseason games the other teams have had, and see if these guys get released, and the Eagles need to try to pick some of these guys up, or at least one of them up, whatever the case may be with that. So special teams is definitely an eye-opening problem for me going into this year because I don't want to give up easy touchdowns on special teams this year. It totally completely ruins games, and a third part of our game that could be a weakness this year. And I'm just being honest. There's just way too many guys hurt. We're running out of players that are still on the field right now. Guys are still hurt, not coming back from injury. So I think in the long run, it's going to hurt. Covey being out is definitely going to hurt us because I thought at least, with going to the Browns game next week, he would have a lot more snaps. But whatever's happening with Jalen Rager, trade, release, whatever the case may be with that, I don't know what's going to happen. Like I said, now I think they were trying to build value with him. We heard the rumors about the Broncos. Maybe there's a trade coming. I don't know. Eagles get a draft pick. So if they lose Rager on top of it, which, I'm not saying it's a big loss, but there's nobody. We have absolutely nobody for special teams, which is kind of nuts. Secondly, I want to go over the running backs, and we talked, and Kennedy Brooks gets another shot next week. They should have gave him more snaps in this game, more snaps, and you can't run this guy east and west, side to side. You just can't do that. You can't pass the ball to him in the pass. I mean, he's not that type of running back. He's a north and south runner purely. Runs between the tackles, gets to the second level, becomes physical. I mean, look, the 8-yard, the first handoff up the middle was perfect. He got 2 yards, was stopped by a tackle, didn't get tackled, pushed that pile for another 6 yards. I mean, I thought he played pretty good. There were some flashes, and he ended up getting a touchdown. So he was in the receiving game a little bit for that touchdown. But I need to see more from Kennedy Brooks, a lot more. I want to see more snaps. I thought Jason Huntley got way too many snaps last night or the other night. I thought he got way too much. I thought it was way too much for us. Huntley, he had a lot. I mean, he did well on special teams. And even if you talk about Britton Covey as well, like even when he had that one in the end zone, he could take it from the end zone and start running. You're trying to make this team. Like Covey just called a fair catch when it went to the end. Take it from the end zone. Go run. Do something. Huntley took advantage of it. He took that damn thing from the end zone, started running, and it was a really good run. He had a good kick return there. So I'm not saying Huntley is the answer for special teams either, because, you know, maybe he's going to be. Maybe he will make the roster because of special teams. I have no idea. But the number 4 running back spot is a big question mark. Are they looking for another Boston Scott type running back for that number 4 spot? Or are they looking for a power back right now? I don't know. I mean, Huntley got the snaps at running back because Gainwell wasn't playing. Boston Scott's got a concussion. Miles Sanders already played the first series. So, I mean, you're running out of options here. So, I mean, Huntley, I thought he had a very good, solid day. I thought it was a good day for him, but, he played almost the whole game. I mean, it is what it is. I got to be realistic with it. So I was thinking, hopefully, I mean, he had some positive yards here and there and did a pretty good job. It is, but do I think he's the answer at number 4 running back? Do I think that he's the type of running back they're looking for as a number 4 if they're keeping 4 running backs? No, I don't think so. And could be reliable for special teams for now. So he might be the option for the kick returns if that's even the case. And then punt returns, I have no idea. Big question mark going into the season. So I want to see more from Kenny Brooks next week. I want to see more from him and to see what else he could do. He needs to have more snaps. He didn't have enough snaps because I saw some flash of that bruiser mentality. Getting hit on contact and getting those extra yards was definitely a huge help. And he's got a motor to him, which is really good. I mean, the guy keeps running his feet and he's tough. So I just need to see more. I mean, between special teams and these running backs for the 4th running back spot, interested enough to say they could go in the free agent pool for Jordan Howard, Latavius. A Kareem Hunt trade, I'm not really a big fan of. I'm not a fan. I mean, I think there's 2 guys out there you could just get on this roster. I don't think wasting a draft pick for renting a running back is really going to make sense for us. Maybe at the trade deadline, they can go after a running back if someone's up for trade, or maybe it's not going to cost much. I don't know. I feel like when you're closer to the trade deadline, teams are looking to trade their players and kind of fleece other teams. But, we picked up Jay Ajayi for a 4th-round pick in 2017 by the trade deadline. So I guess anything's possible when you're trading for running backs or any players. But it is what it is. I think you have 2 players in Jordan Howard, Latavius Murray still out there if you want to grab that short yardage back. And I think you have it. Jordan Howard could stay healthy because every time he gets hurt, he's out for multiple weeks between the neck and the shoulder, stinger injury, whatever the case may be with that. So, and Latavius Murray was very productive last year with the Ravens, over 500 yards, averaging 4 yards a carry, 6 touchdowns, a little bit more on his plate. Even though Latavius Murray did come here as a number 4, he wouldn't have much on his plate. I mean, he would be called upon for short yardage and stuff like that. So I'm not really worried about it so much because I think there are options out there for the 4th running back spot. So let me see what Kenny Brooks does the next couple weeks. Especially next week will be an important week, and hopefully he gets at least half the carries or more carries than Huntley. I thought we saw a lot of Huntley, and maybe we're going to see a little bit more, but you got to give Kenny Brooks a shot. So 2 things kind of want to go over real quick. Special teams, Britton Covey out with the torn ligaments in his thumb. He's going to be out now. So we're cutting down on who's going to be our punt returner, kick returner. I don't know what's going to happen, but might have to look at the waiver wire. But other than that, I'll see you guys on the next one. Let me know what you guys think. See you guys later. Shakes, what up, follows, fly. Peace out, guys. Peace.